What's up? Daily Data Podcast, March 21st, and we're talking Giants today because we're going to avoid is it bigger than an elephant when you make $700 million? Is it bigger than that? You could certainly pay off a $4.5 million marker if you got that much money. Maybe that's why they deferred it. We'll get into that a little bit later with our man Shohei Ohtani. Good start for the Dodgers. Let's talk about the Giants ace. And I'm not talking about Blake Snell. I'm talking about Logan Webb. He's their best player. He's the one guy you can point to and say, this is the plan. This was part of the plan for the San Francisco Giants. We've developed a top-of-the-line starting pitcher, second in Cy Young voting last year, led baseball in innings pitched, just an absolute workhorse, the kind of guy that every rotation needs and would be at the top of damn near every rotation in baseball, someone that you can trust on a day-in, day-out basis. And as you look at this Giants rotation right now, with Blake Snell now in the mix, you have the Cy Young winner from last year, you have the runner-up at the top of your rotation. I don't know how you don't feel great about that. But you also got Jordan Hicks, who's been absolutely shoving this spring and looks like somebody who is filling into the role in a good way. Like he is adapting to the role of starting pitcher, I think faster than maybe a lot of people expected, certainly faster than I expected. Looks like he was meant for this job, especially in this day and age where 6 innings is a novelty. And then you get in Kyle Harrison. We all know what he can do, left-handed, just shover, just absolute fireball pitcher. He's young, he's inexperienced, but we've seen it. We've seen what he can be, and it can be really special. And I think it can be special this year. And I love Keaton Winn. He's got that little Logan Webb bulldog to him. He's got that ability to just throw sandbags up there with that sinker. I think Keaton Winn is a big-time sleeper. If you're into fantasy baseball, like your boy, I think Keaton Winn's a big-time sleeper. I think he's somebody that we should be keeping an eye on a national level. And I think Giants fans know the secret might get out here pretty soon that Keaton Winn can absolutely be a major league starter, and I think a pretty damn good major league starter, especially if you have a good defense behind him. You think about the left side of that Giants infield right now with Matt Chapman and Nick Ahmed. That's a whole lot of glove. Tyro Estrada and whomever's playing first base ain't too bad either. But my goodness, don't hit it over to third and short. It's an out. It's an out every time if that ball's on the ground. I think the Giants rotation, not even adding in Alex Cobb, who could be back late April, early May. I mean, there's a lot of optimism about Alex Cobb. He's already throwing. There's a lot of optimism about when Robbie Ray, another Cy Young winner, can get into the mix. This Giants rotation is going to go 7, 8 deep. And that's what you need in modern Major League Baseball, especially when you have some innings concerns with Winn and Harrison. But man, this Giants rotation has a chance to be really, really special this year. And that's what makes Logan Webb's spring a little bit concerning. Now, Logan Webb deserves all the benefit of the doubt here. He is the ace of this team, and this is not his first bad spring training. In fact, I'll pull it up here real fast. He's been kind of awful throughout spring training in his career. Last year, he had a 161 whip. Year before that, 144 whip, 5 ERA, 4.5 ERA. But this is a little bit different. This is a little bit of a change. Logan Webb is out there just getting smashed. And he'll pitch again on Friday, split squad game in Arizona. But Logan Webb, 5 starts, 17 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts. Okay, you like that? This all sounds very good. Logan Webb out there striking dudes out. 22 hits and 14 earned runs. He's got 9 ERA this spring. And I'm not saying that Logan Webb is not going to come out in the regular season and absolutely be the ace that the Giants need him to be. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'd like to see a little bit of something before we get to opening day in San Diego a week from today. Yeah, a week from today. Now, the Padres got to come back from Seoul, and they're going to have a whole lot going on. And again, that team down in Los Angeles, oh boy, they spent a lot of money, and it's all drama. You got Mookie Betts playing shortstop. You got the biggest free agent signing in the face of baseball embroiled in a gambling scandal that I don't think we've heard the last of. I'm not going to get all conspiratorial. I'm not going to do the conspiracy theory game. I've gotten a million emails, a million texts today, just extrapolating out on unfounded information. Well, my gut tells me. Your gut doesn't know squat. What does your gut produce? Shit. So I'm not going to push it any farther than it needs to go. Just suffice it to say, this is not how the Dodgers imagine their spring training going. with all of this nonsense, having to move bets to short is enough of a that's enough of an upending experience in and of itself. They thought Gavin Lux could do the job. They thought they'd have bets at second base. They couldn't even get through spring before they had to make a shift there. They got all the talent in the world, starting pitchers coming out of their ears. But Shohei Ohtani, who is the best player in baseball, we know that. I don't need to tell you that. Being his interpreters, got gambling debts, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole legal thing. And this is now the main storyline in baseball. Awesome. Regardless, let's get back to the Giants, who now a lot of people are optimistic about, and they should be, because I just went through that rotation, and these dudes are some bulldogs. This rotation has a chance to be the best in the division, and yes, I include the Dodgers in that conversation. You see Yamamoto just got absolutely blown up in his first major league start today. 1 inning. I'm not telling you the Dodgers aren't going to win 100 games. I'm just telling you that the Giants might win 90, and there's a margin of error there that we have seen be exploited before. Again, I'd just like to see something from Logan Webb on Friday. Treat it like a regular season game for the first 3 innings. Just go out there and absolutely shove. Even with the split squad opponent, go out there and absolutely shove. Get that confidence sky high. He told the Chronicle, the great Shayna Rubin, I'm not a great spring training pitcher. He's not wrong, but it'd be nice to see a flash before the regular season starts, because as much as Blake Snell and Hickson, all these guys, you feel good about them coming into the season. The linchpin of this rotation is still Logan Webb. Before Snell, it was, oh my God, if Logan Webb goes on IL for 2 weeks, this thing is going to collapse. You don't have that problem anymore. But at the same time, you do need your bulldog at the top of the rotation, a guy who's going to push for 200 innings. The big number to always think about with starting pitching in general, 1,400. The Giants got to pitch 1,400 at minimum this season, 1,400 innings. And you'd like your starting pitchers to take the majority of that workload. This Giants rotation has the ability to do it, but Logan Webb's got to take something close to 200 of those 700, 750 innings that you're looking to get from starters. Man, in an ideal world, it's like 850, but we don't live in an ideal world. We play baseball in 2024. So something to keep an eye on tomorrow as the Giants split up, and then they're going to break camp, and it's going to be a whole hot mess. Got a couple games with the A's at the beginning of next week, but opening day, Logan Webb in San Diego. Let's get a little confidence going for the Webster before the season starts, because, again, I love the strikeouts. I love 19 strikeouts. I don't need strikeouts from Logan Webb. I need hard, lazy ground balls. Doesn't matter which one it is. Just hit it to the left side of that infield, and you're going to have a lot of success in 2024. Same thing with Keaton Wynn. Let the guys like Jordan Hicks, let the guys like Blake Snell, let the guys like Kyle Harrison rack up those strikeouts, man. Logan Webb, just get that ball on the ground. Get me 7-8 innings. I like the Giants bullpen, but anytime you can save them from, well, themselves, it's better. It's better. You prefer a Logan Webb on the mound as compared to somebody coming in the 6th inning, whether that be Ryan Walker or whoever. They got a couple of good arms in the bullpen, no question about it. But you want a starting pitcher that's going to give you deep outings every time and is going to be out there for 35, 36 starts a season. That's Logan Webb. The way that he does that, gets contact, gets that ball pounded into the ground. And he just hasn't really been doing that. I know he's got bad defenses behind him in spring training. You don't always have the best guys behind you. Let's just get a little confidence going. 1 good start. Hell, 3 good innings to start this start on Friday. And I'll feel a whole lot better about where he stands going into the regular season. And if he is in good standing going into the regular season, hot damn, the San Francisco Giants have a chance to do maybe even a little bit more than just sneak into a wild card spot. If you thought this was about a 500 team before, I think adding Snell, adding Chapman, we're knocking up 86, 87, 88. Who knows? If you want to get crazy with it, you can talk 90. It's a tough division, but the schedule has changed, so you're not playing the division as much. This is a team that's got something here. And by the way, a really smart decision, adding another starting pitcher. Yeah, you might only have Blake Snell for 1 year. So what? Every year, every team is year to year. The teams that aren't year to year, they're the teams that got guys who they brought through the lineup, turned into all-stars, brought through their system, everyday players. Otherwise, the Giants don't really have that right now. Love to see Luis Matos in right field. Obviously, Matt Chapman's there. He's also on sort of a 1-year deal. Is Tyro Estrada really the guy you're hanging your hat on? Is Jung Hoo Lee really the guy you're hanging your hat on? as somebody who is a foundational piece of your operation. No, this is a team that's operating year to year. And if you're operating year to year, go out there and get the best pitchers in baseball, fill out your rotation, load up your bullpen, and give yourself the best shot, not just to get through the 162, but damn, can you think about if Robbie Ray comes back at 100%? You got 3 Cy Young winners well, 1 contender and 2 Cy Young winners at the top of your rotation, going 1, 2, 3 in a 3-game playoff series. You get a Kyle Harrison, who I think has a chance to be really special this year, coming in behind that. An Alex Cobb coming in behind that. Hell, maybe even a Keaton Winn coming in behind that. A lot of young guys in the system that could come up after those guys if you need them, get a little bit more seasoning, but they might be ready halfway through the season. Giants got something cooking here. But Logan Webb's terrible spring, the only thing holding me back from just unfettered optimism with the San Francisco Giants right now. Let's see what he does on Friday in a split squad game. I'm going to do KMBR today from 2 to 6. I'm in Arizona tomorrow. We might talk, we might not. Always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again soon.